Now we're going to talk about a little something interesting. It's been floating around. It uh, could be real, could be real. And that is that we may have found a director for the Fantastic Four movie. You guys know that I'm incredibly excited for the Fantastic Four. I love the Fantastic Four comics. I love the team dynamics, and I cannot wait to see them done right, hopefully, in the MCU. You know, John Watts left, and we've been wondering who's going to be the next director. Maybe it's going to be Matt Shakman from WandaVision. So let's show where this all started from. And I know, Grace Randolph. She is not that reliable. I don't like her. But ever since she reported this, there's been multiple other scoopers, getting on the bandwagon, and it could be a possibility. I don't know. So Grace Randolph said that at D23, Marvel Studios has zeroed in on a director for Fantastic Four, and they're going to reveal him or her. And then she went ahead and posted this. Again, if you were to place a bet, it should be on someone who's already worked with the MCU, like maybe on the Disney Plus show with the wink emoji. Then we got this exclusive. Yeah, you know how it is. I'm taking this with a grain of salt, but I think it's interesting. I think it's very interesting. Then we have this. Totally new to the game, don't know if they're reliable at all, but they took what Grace Randolph said and said they know that reportedly Matt Shakman is going to be the new director of Fantastic Four. In terms of the Matt Shakman thing, I've heard from multiple sources that he is directing Fantastic Four, which is very cool. He hasn't signed on officially yet. This also links to something else I had heard yesterday. And then this scooper just said Matt Shakman, who spelled his name wrong. So let's play hypothetical here and say that Matt Shakman is directing Fantastic Four. What would I think of that? I like the pick. I love the WandaVision. Stylistically, it's really cool what they did with the time periods and all that. And we know that Matt Shakman is going to be directing Star Trek 4, which I love. The Kelvin timeline films with Chris Pine and the rest of the cast. So that's really cool. He's a newcomer. Kinda, because, I also was reminded that he directed, episodes of The Boys. So that's something right there. He's directed episodes of Succession and Game of Thrones. So he's well known in the TV atmosphere. He's really a newcomer to the theatrical game. Which I think is interesting, which I think is very interesting. There are two things that make me doubt this. Again, we're playing hypothetical. Two things that are making me doubt this. First off is that, Justin Kroll of Deadline reported that Marvel Studios is reportedly looking for a big name director for Fantastic Four. Matt Shakman is really not a big name. He's not. He's sort of a newcomer to the theatrical game. Unless that changed, unless Marvel Studios was like, we don't, have any big names that, want to direct this. Maybe we should go out and get one of our Disney Plus guys. Unless that's the case, different story. But Matt Shakman is not a big name. The other thing is that Star Trek 4 is happening. I don't know how that would work with scheduling, because we know that reportedly Star Trek 4 is supposed to start filming in 2023. And we know that the Fantastic Four movie is supposed to start filming also in 2023. I don't know if that would work, if that would line up, if he would have time to do both. I don't know. But I'm interested by this choice. I'm very interested by this choice. If he was revealed at D23, to be the director, I would be happy, because I really loved what he did with WandaVision. And you need sort of like a visionary for the Fantastic Four. And the fact that Paramount went and got Matt Shakman, they had faith in him. He's got to bring that style. He's got to bring that flair to Star Trek, especially with the last 3 films by J.J. Abrams and Justin Lin. You have to bring something to the table and make it look great. And Paramount has faith in him. So if Marvel Studios went and got him, and it could be something interesting. He's a new name, and I would not be entirely opposed. As long as Matt Shakman isn't one of the normie directors, then I'm on board. Yeah, that's also a whole thing. I don't think he would be. Maybe he's writing the script. I don't know if he would write it. But whoever's writing the script, you have to. Without fail, you have to get the Fantastic Four right. They need a truly great film. And we haven't gotten those before. I enjoyed the classic Tim Story movies. They're very fun, but they're not truly great. And we don't talk about Fan Four Stick. We do not. We need someone who can truly get this right. And it's going to be interesting to see if Matt Shakman maybe directs this. I doubt it. With everything we know, but it would be interesting. And D23, the big takeaway is that, according to, Scoopers, how they are, is that we're getting more than likely the cast and the director of the Fantastic Four for D23 on September 10th, which is, coming up, which is exciting. I cannot wait to do that stream. That's going to be really, really exciting.